Hello and welcome everybody. How are you going on this fantastic Tuesday? I forget which day it is because I'm on holidays, which is awesome. As you can hear from my voice, I'm still not, can you believe, still not 100% well. Still a little bit unwell. I've got a soother in my mouth, which I shouldn't have done because you're going to hear me sucking on it. I should have just crunched it up whilst we're listening to the intro music. It's whatever. It's great for you. It's great for you. It's great for me to have you here with me. I hope you're all going very, very well. Of course, it is update, happy update day to everybody. Update version 1.38. We got 5 new cars. We got no tracks, but we did get some track optimizations, which have been performed on some of the already included tracks. So I don't know what the optimizations are. They're very brief with details as per usual. Why can't your chat update, Piesco? I don't know. Hey, Piesco. Welcome to everyone that has joined in the chat. Especially, of course, the channel VIPs, my lovely members, Lee Kogan, Piesco, TJ Deacon, Staniel85, Nick Magic, and Speedy Chicken Man, as well as Squidly. Welcome, everyone. I hope you're all having a cracking time, especially those guys. So, obviously, let's have a look at what we got in the 5 new cars out of the Audi TT Coupe 3.2 Quattro from 2003. Some people are going to really enjoy that. Others are going to see it here once. The Honda Fit Hybrid. Now, is the Honda Fit the Honda Jazz? Is this a thing? Because it looks a lot like a Honda Jazz. Honda... I'm gonna look it up right here. So I have the answer to this. I can't type with gloves on. Honda Fit. Let's have a look. Of course, we got the 1988 Porsche 962C. So another Group C car. Please, for the love of God, Polyphony, if you see this, please separate out the Group C cars. They need to be in their own category. They do not need to be grouped in with other cars that... they're not competitive. The Group C cars go much faster in a straight line and much, much slower in the corners and under brakes. We've got the Renault R8 Gordini from 1966, which I don't know much about, I'm not going to lie to you. And, of course, the Toyota Sprinter. It's been in every video game, racing game for the longest time because it has got a bit of a cult popularity about it. I'm not really sure why. It's from 1983. I don't think it was a particularly popular car back then. I think the reality is as everything went towards front-wheel drives. Of course, the Sprinter was a rear-wheel drive. And I think that became appealing. And then it became D1 drift car all over the place. Excuse me. 2019 Honda Fit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the Jazz. Did Speedy Tires confirm it and then say it, and it's amazing? Yeah, same car, and it's amazing. So there you go. I know it is the Honda Jazz. Now, what's amazing about the Honda Jazz is that it is very spacious for a small car. And the way the seats all fold up like a Swiss Army knife is pretty cool as well. Eurobeat intensifiers. Hello, Random. Hello, Redbeard. Hippie. Merry Update Day. Absolutely. Even pulled the Santa Claus out. Hey, Super Dragon. Hi to everyone in the chat that I haven't mentioned. Kogan, obviously. No, I mentioned you because you're a channel VIP. Now, what else did we get? So, campaign. We've got some added to the GT League. Competition de France round 6 and 7. Tourist Trophy rounds 4 and 5. Group 1 Cup Cars round 4 and 5. Adam Morks, what would you do if your son was at home crying all alone on the bedroom floor because he's hungry and the only way to feed him is to sleep with a man? $5 dues. Thank you very much for the donation. I presume you want me to answer that question. What would I do if my son... I don't have a son. I've got 2 daughters. But if my son was at home crying all alone on the bedroom floor because he's hungry and the only way to feed him is to sleep with a man? That's a super weird question. Really weirdly worded. I mean... First of all, I'd probably go home, because why is my son on the floor all alone? But how old's my son? Because if he's like 24, and I'm 60, then it's like, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Good question. But thank you for the $5 donation. It's a song, okay. Not aware of the song. For a little bit of money because his daddy's gone. Yeah, don't know it. Never. Don't know it. Would you take that massive capital D? The massive capital D. D for drift. But anyway, Adam, thank you for the $5 donation. Irrespective of all of that, we got some scapes. The beauty of Oceania, I think it's New Zealand, scapes of New Zealand, which is amazing. If you ever get a chance to go to New Zealand, I recommend it wholeheartedly. It is one of the prettiest countries in the world. Excuse me. The operation of the DRS has been changed from full auto to manual overtake button operation in the following cars: the McLaren Ultimate Vision Gran Turismo, Subaru WRX STI Isle of Man Time Attack car. Okay. I don't even know if I know that one. The DRS does not operate all the time when the overtake button is activated, with the operation parameters differing for each car model. Okay, something to investigate. In the following car models, we have corrected an issue where the overtake feature does not operate correctly after the battery is exhausted. So the Nissan Concept 2020, which I'm sure everyone drives. And the another one. And then there's more stuff about the overtake feature, which only operates. Oh, okay. The feature only operates when at full throttle, which is that Dodge Tomahawk, variations of that, Toyota FT1, all the Vision Gran Turismo cars by the looks of it. Sports mode, the global manufacturer ranking. Here's a point that I actually, pardon me, have been excited about. Not that excited, but happy to read. The global manufacturer rankings have been added to the daily entry details of the FIA Gran Turismo Championship Manufacturer Series. The rankings will consist of global manufacturer ranking, Europe, Middle East, Africa, North America, Central and South America regions, Asia region and the Oceania region, and manufacturer points will be totaled automatically for each. So that is good. I don't know why they don't just do global rankings for everything, or at least have a tab that you can go and see. Even if the default tab just pits you up against people in your region, you should be able to go and have a look at your global ranking in anything. Shouldn't just be the manufacturer series. Should be the Nations Cup. It should even be daily sports races. Check your times against your friends that aren't in your region. But anyway, that is not the end result, but it's certainly a good step in the right direction. They've corrected an issue where the Dallara SF19 Super Formula could not make a race entry when the settings of the regulations is set to prohibited. So this was the issue we had last time, whereby you had to leave the settings option allowed. Yeah, and you couldn't set it to prohibited, so they fixed that. They said almost immediately they've got a fix for that. It would be in the next update, which is obviously this now. We have corrected an issue where the opponent's cars are still colliding. Semi-transparent. Okay, well that's good, because that was a thing as well, people colliding into ghosted cars. Tyre stickers on the Dallara can be changed. Great. Time trial. Added a ghost setting to allow the switching of ghost display in the quick menu, and some sound changes as well. And they've adjusted the engine sound of the Super Formula SF19, the Dallara Toyota. Okay. Correcting the issue where the milestone would not complete. The campaign mode is achieved at 100%. And that is about it. Other minor corrections, stability improvements have been performed. So nothing else major. No track with this update, but as I'm sure most of you will know, and for those of you who don't, the next track has actually already been leaked by Gran Turismo themselves on their own website. They accidentally showed what the next track was going to be, and coming a little bit out of nowhere, it's the Goodwood Festival of Speed track. I don't know if it's the hill climb and everything else or what it is, but that is the track that is coming our way, presumably to be the very next track update. Whether or not we'll see it by the end of April, whether or not we have to wait until the May update, I don't know. But yeah, Goodwood Festival of Speed track is going to be in the game. I was okay with people running into ghosted cars, always trying to avoid them anyway. Yeah, it's true. Squidly, your CR logo has changed to purple from red. That's pink. Has a new channel member joined recently? Yes. Maybe. Who joined recently? Maybe not. I don't know if we've got anyone on red. But red is only for 1 month, Squid. So once you go to 2 months, it should go pink. It'll change each time you go past another month until you get to 6 months when you go like Piosco there with a golden, not a yellow, with a golden CR. Mid-May, there's a single car DLC coming, possibly Formula E. Yeah, we're all expecting a Formula E car, Adam. Hey, Luca, where's Autumn Ring? Heaps of you are so keen on the old GT tracks. It'd be nice if they added them. I mean, I don't care for them personally, but it would be nice. So now I've already purchased that Porsche that you're looking at go past on the screen, and the Sprinter as well. Just to sort of say, and for the very first time, I actually tried drifting. I'd never, ever done drifting in this at all. You'll see here for the first time it's flashing at me because I'm halfway through level 2 already. I literally started this today. Up until today, I had 0 points on any drifting at all. But I've tried it, and it's actually quite fun. And I actually want to get good. I'm totally going to go level 40 tonight, by the way. Here's to 5 more months. 5 more months indeed. I think it's at 6 months. He'll correct me if I'm wrong. Hey, old man, how you going? Open lobby now? Yeah. How do I join the channel? Adam, there should be a join button probably right there on chat somewhere, I would imagine. I reckon someone else can. I can't see from, because I'm sort of using the back end. I'm looking at the chat through Studio, not through the YouTube channel. I can't actually see it, but I'm sure someone will tell you how to do it. Yes, I'm going to open a lobby. I'm going to open one for the Sprinter here. Now, I will just open it to any class you like, because I want to practice a bit of drift and have a bit of fun around that small Suzuka track. So it's probably not going to be a good one for the Porsche, but once we've had a bit of a muck around here, we may even have a race. I don't know, we might not here. We'll jump over to a more appropriate track, jump into the Group Cs, and we'll give them a bit of a run. YouTube Gaming should have it. They've wrapped that up, haven't they? There is definitely still a way to join, though. 100%. Is it now? Do you have to go to my channel? Let me open some things up for you. Is there if you go to my channel on the front page, is there a membership button? That could be the key. I can't sign out of this. I reckon someone will help you through. Where's YouTube Gaming? I think they closed it up. I think it's gone. TJ, unfortunately, you have to be invited to have the join button added onto your channel. It was fine because I had YouTube Gaming, but now I'm not 100% sure where people can do it. I'll set this room up and do this at the same time because I'm a multi-talented friends only. Anyone's welcome to join me. You just have to add me. What is it? 1.38, isn't it? 1.38. The track we're going to be going to is the short Suzuka circuit because it's an awesome drift track, and that's what I want to do. Just a little bit of that, not necessarily for too long, but we'll jump around. We'll do some open lobby stuff. What did I say? Suzuka, didn't I? Apparently the microphone is in my way there. East course. We'll just stick with 5 laps for now. Fastest first. Have you tried the Gordini? I haven't yet. Fresh today. How much is it to buy, by the way? I've only got 300,000 left now. It will come up with a bar asking whether you want to super chat or go to YouTube Gaming. Does Nightbot have a link? I don't know. There you go. TJ Deacon's on it. TG Babe's all over it. Go to YouTube Gaming, and when you get there, it will ask you if you want to join. Okay, great. Thanks, guys. So no category. She's pretty much, to start with, just a track day. Run what you brung, bring whatever you want. Well, actually, we'll turn shortcut penalties off for now. We can turn them on later. Side contact, correction, yeah. As always, counter steering will be prohibited, as will active stability management. Everything else is good to go. We'll save that because Gran Turismo always shits itself. So let's save that over G. And I think I'm online, so you guys should be able to find me pretty well straight away. Check out the first comment. Attention, mate. It's gone, Ryan. You're going to have to let me know again, big dog. You got to hit the $ under the chat bar next to the smiley face. Okay, so hit the $ first. Ah, there you go. Join YouTube Gaming. So, yeah, don't be afraid of the super chat. Should just be there. Join YouTube Gaming. No new track, but Goodwood is coming. Yeah, we don't know when, but they accidentally let leak on their own website that was the case. Is the FT1500 or whatever it is? What are you talking about, Sweetie Chicken? Hey, by the way. Don't know why they put GRX. Oh, it is. Yeah, I actually already did the race today. I did I recorded it too. So I'll probably upload that as a video tomorrow if you want to watch it. It's even got some tips in there to help you out. Probably not to help you get, if you're the kind of guy who likes to get into the top 10 leaderboard. It's not that good. But it's a few tips to help you get off the line. I'm actually going to fatten this up a little bit. Power ratio I've got maxed out for the big sprinter. I'm going to fatten it up a little bit just to get some better, more predictable handling because it's was a bit flicky. I actually rolled it. I literally rolled it drifting on change of direction. Grip is important, so I've run racing super soft at the front, racing soft at the rear, all the brake bias to the front, so that on change of directions it does kick out. The one thing that you learn about drifting, and I'm not a good drifter by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, I'm a terrible, just to let you know. If you're new around this channel, I am awful at drifting. So I'm kind of learning. Again, today's the very first day that I've ever tried it. But we're going to get out and have a go on the big sprinter. Loving the daily race seat, but it's tough. Yeah, I think I don't want to spoil it. I did 2 races today. The first one I recorded, but I won't upload. I got second. And the second one, I won't tell you what I got. And don't presume it's a win. I love how the Toyota's still got the little dinger there. When you go, it's got the speed alert ding. Oh, you can see how much it went up onto those 2 wheels then. It's not too bad, but I wouldn't say it's the easiest drift car in the game. Oh, hit the AstroTurf. What you need to be able to do, excuse me, is adjust the suspension. And you can't do any work on the suspension at all. You can't load GT, sweetie. Use sport tyres. It's too slippery, man. Oh, That was just bad driving. Ignore that. I did some experimenting before. And the grip is good, although on this car you might be right. This car might be a touch slow. It's good for the faster cars. But you're right, possibly because of what it is. So it doesn't go too bad though. Pray for Mojo. That's old CRR hippie head there. Welcome, Adam, the newest VIP. I will have to add you onto the list. Welcome, sir. The new member update video is out today. Literally did it today. Oh, sorry, hippie. Hooked in hard and fast then. But welcome, Adam. Someone is coming through. I'll get out of their way. Oh, some side-by-side drifting. Was only ever going to go one way, wasn't it? But you're right about this car. It suits some of them. But I think it might have too much grip for the power of an N100 here. The other thing I'm going to do is turn my force feedback down a little bit. It's a lot easier to drift when there's less force feedback. Yeah, it sort of runs out of grunt. Alright, I'll go and try it on the sports tyres. Again, I'm an awful drifter, but it's much easier now that I've turned the force feedback down. Oh, you can see there I nearly rolled the big girl. Alright, let's go in and try some different tyres. Hey Willem, how are you? I'm winning the donut competition. Super softs on fronts, wets on rear. The Dom, welcome. But yeah, awesome. Really glad you joined. Thank you very much. But yeah, are you on Discord? That's my next question, Adam. You are, aren't you? Because that's where I've been linking my member update video, which I posted today. Because I made it today. And I came home and rendered it because I'm not working this week, which is freaking amazing. Yeah, you are. I can see there on Discord. So, once you go there, I've just made you a channel sponsor, which means you will now see an extra channel there called VIP Lounge, which all the members have access to, and you'll see the video that I posted today, the member update for April, posted there. Comfort hard for the wins. The thing is, I think with drift, a lot of people think you got to have no grip at the rear at all. Lower gears may help. I lowered them a little bit. At Tsukuba, I ran them a little bit lower. I need to, first of all, cancel entry. You idiot. We'll drop down to Sport Soft and Sport Mediums on the rear. But you actually do still need a fair bit of traction, even on the back. You're going to watch it tonight, Piasco? Nice, man. It is another 17 minutes. And I edited that too. But really just didn't want to crap on. The whole intention of it was to make like 10-minute videos. The first one was 20. This one was 24 or 22. But I cut it down to 17. Hippie behind me. That might be for the best. Let's see how I go with a lot less grip now. Oh wow, there's so much less grip at the back. At the front even. So much understeer. I need some more front end grip. Oh dear, I think I was happy on the race tyres. Put sport medium on the front. The problem is at the moment I think I don't have enough grip at the front. So the back's coming out. I'm going to go and try and put something stickier on the front because I'm just understeering off the track. I do need to readjust my brain, of course, as well. Let's go for the fronts. Oh, I see what you're saying. How the hell did I put sport mediums on the front and sport softs on the back? How's that for a brain fart? And now I understand what you're saying. I'm actually going to put racing hards on the front. Once again, total drifting noob. Righto, here we go. Wow, that's a lot of no traction on the back at all. Maybe the disparity between the two now is too big. Hold, just please give me some grip. Oh, Jesus. Wow. Now I have no traction at the back. All you got to do is turn and the backs come out. That's ridiculous. I'm not doing that. I think I'm breaking the game here. I don't think Gran Turismo was made for for mixing and matching tyre types. I'll go racing medium and racing hards. See if we can get some cranking then. Because that was ridiculous. Okay, a little bit more predictable. It's a difficult balancing act to get right, because the speed I'm going at is right for the tyres that I've got on, but I don't think the car's got quite enough ground. That's a lot of opposite lock on that. Racing FIA tomorrow, I certainly am. I certainly am, Adam. Haven't done any practice yet, but that's normal. And I'll have very limited time to do any tomorrow, so again, pretty normal. Man, that's bad. So, Chicken, you can't actually access Gran Turismo. Not too fast. Hit the AstroTurf. Try SS and wet. Tage. That just won't work. Mika Bradley, where's your racing helmet? It gives you 5% more concentration for FIA races. Welcome to the Mazda Club, nice car. Thanks, dude. Thank you very much for your donation. And I felt actually really mean. I posted it and then I was like, oh man, what a dick. So I deleted the comment and I was like, I don't want to be going around being a massive dick on other people's streams. You're racing really well actually in a bloody tough crowd. A really tough crowd. So you did well. But thank you very much for the donation. In terms of the Mazda Club, I've always been a rotary head. It's actually the second RX-7 I've owned. And we just had our 4th anniversary together recently. So I'm nearly rolling that because the suspension's too soft. It just doesn't have the grunt to maintain this pace drifting, does it? Like it does the drift and then just runs completely out of puff. Put that $10 towards the car. Thank you. Thank you, man. I will indeed. I will. I'll put it towards some more turbo bits that I need. So I've got the intake manifold and the carby. Mind you, the carby needs a rebuild. You can't change cars from within the pits, can you? Oh yes, you can. So I'll show you what I'm trying to do. I was having an absolute... Well, I know this isn't part of the update. And I know this is an update stream. But bear in mind, I've never done drifting before. So this is all very new and exciting for me just a few hours ago. A big softie, really. Wear your racing suit for the next one. Oh, too much. Have to get used to this again. Looking at an RX-8 for your next car. Cool. I actually like RX-8s. But yeah, the engines in them are not. The Renesis engines are not great. If you knew the car from the get-go, from when it was new and you knew the condition of the engine, but I do understand that they are much more reasonably priced than any RX-7 you can get your hand on. Even one of these that I'm in right now, the FC RX-7. Let's see if I can take one of these high-speed turn ones. The engines are bad, yeah. I mean, if you can afford to put a... I love that they've got the buzzer in this too. Mine's got the buzzer in it. You can manually adjust them. Ah, damn it. But yeah, the RX-8s, they are a cool car. Especially for a 4-door. They're actually semi-practical as well if you've got kids. Oh, I just don't got the knack now. Don't got it at all. Anyway, I'm not even using an update car. So yeah, let's go back to the Sprinter and I'll show you guys everything from scratch. Currently sticking to your MPS. Put 15,000 towards it the other week. Oh, so you're going to buy an MPS or you've already got one? I like the MPSs, but they're front-wheel drive. And I'm a rotary head. But I do still like Mazda, the rest of Mazda. So what I'm going to do here, so you guys can see everything this car has, we're going to go back to, I think, the way it came out. Oh, I can't remember what it was on now. I think they were on hundreds. I think is how it works. And I think it gave me sport softs with a stock tyre. Put that to something a bit more sensible. And we'll get rid of that. Back to a manual transition. I'll show you how the car is in its raw form, and then we'll go up from there. Hey Gundam Russ, how are you, mate? Where's my drink bottle? I'm getting dry throat. Oh, you've already got it. Had it for 2 years, rebuilt the engine, now refurbishing the exterior. Nice. First generation, they're cool. They're a good car. I had a mate with one of them. He put some expensive tyres on it, and they were ridiculous. It used to corner like a bastard. Yeah, it's got the speed warning buzzer. Isn't it very 80s Japanese? I was just in the FC, the Gen 2 RX-7. And that's got a buzzer, rev buzzer. Mine, actually, my real life car, which is not in the game. Mine's the Gen 1 RX-7. Also has a buzzer. And the reason why rotaries have that buzzer, for those who don't know, is because the engine revs so smoothly. And there's no vibrations, there's no warnings you're over-revving it. And if it wasn't for that buzzer, it's very, very easy for people to rev way, way, way too far. Like I've been running a sort of slogged out old alternator with bad bearings in mine since I bought it, and I just put a brand new alternator in. And it's all nice and tight and everything. There's no longer any rattles or vibrations. So I think mine redlines at 7, and you know, I was with the buzzer on. I'm used to that coming on about 6.5. But like even today, I was revving it through to 7.5. You can barely tell that. You can barely tell that you're even revving that hard. So this is the Sprinter in all of its glory. It is pretty typical N100 car. Obviously traction control is off, so it's a very drivable car. Wouldn't call it a grunty car, but it is very nice. You can see how well it handles. Very solid on the track, not too taily, even though it's rear-wheel drive and a short wheelbase car, because of the lack of horsepower it comes with. It will just do this all day. I mean, it may not be the most interesting day you've ever had in Gran Turismo, but I mean, it hums along alright. That car Mojo's in must be the other one. I wish I could go out and grab it, but I didn't. Speedy tyres there in the new. We'll go to a track that suits that soon. Oh, I've gone in too fast there for these Sport Soft tyres. But this is, I'm pretty sure it was Sport Soft it came with and not Sports Hard. But anyway, this is the Sprinter in all of its glory. I suspect it probably doesn't drift that well in stock form. It's not too bad. Like, it is a very predictable, very easy car to handle, but as I say, you got to remember it is an N100 car, so it's not going to blow your socks off. But if we have an N100 race come up, the mighty drag race, and it's in these cars on a small track, I think it would make good quality racing because it is a nice car. So let's go and do it up now. That's not what I want. Why do I keep going spectate? I think my brain is broke. So let's crank the pace up. I think if I was to run a series with these cars, I would allow for quick tuning. Let's see what sort of lap times the big girl can do. Go into full time attack mode. I'll put that on. Do you reckon we'll do 230? 240? That might be asking a lot out of a little car. We'll go 240. I'm optimistic. I'm cautiously optimistic. We'll see what we can do. Play seat review. Yep, hopefully still getting into it this week. Hey, Oz Farmer. I didn't buy the Honda Jazz either. Wow, there's some involuntary drift I didn't ask for. Gundam Rust, a couple of $1 dues. Keep up the good work, dude. Thank you very much, Gundam Rust. Appreciate that, man. Very much appreciate your donations. Anything financial I get does go back into the channel. Except obviously Mick Bradley's, because he asked me to spend it on the RX-7, which is, you know, I'm more than happy to start an RX-7 fund. So that actually was a little bit of unasked for. So when you tune this car up a little bit, it might actually be a little bit tail happy. Or you can see how much the suspension dives. And then understeers. Oh. Wow. Big oof. That got out of hand in a hurry. So, if you did run a racing series in these as race cars, and cranked it to the max settings like I've got here, I think you would have to be very careful. There's a Honda Jazz, the car everyone's excited for. Righto, one more, see if I can do 102. I've managed. Watch the pace off this time in a straight line. Little bit of involuntary drift. I'll sneak up the inside of... oh, that's Speedy Chicken Man. He's got his PlayStation fixed. So yeah, this thing is... You do lose the tail very quickly. Even when I'm not trying to. Just trying to get a race time. That's because it now has 260 horsepower. Who's that? Oh, that's Squid. Welcome back, by the way, Squid. You've been away for a while. Righto, let's see if we can hook in and do a bit of a... Again, it runs out of grip because the rear tyres are now the racing softs. I've nearly rolled the big girl there. I need to let whoever that is through. No. Yeah, it's overtired for this car. And even in terms of a drifter, I would say that whilst this car is good fun, there are better drift cars out there. Oops. Definitely like to change the suspension on this. Getting tyre size advice off Ryan. Been there, done that. 225 by 5014. Difficult size. I think, what are mine? I think mine were 215 by 40. 16? Which is weird. Old school to the maximum. I'll have one more crack at changing the tyres, and then I think I will have exhausted. This is the car that I think people were most excited about. Excuse me, except for the Porsche. Sorry for the coughing if you've just joined the stream as well. I am still a little bit unwell. So let's go to Sport Soft. Oops, Sport Soft and Sport Medium, and I'll try and slow my brain down and see if I can do some controllable. I'm going to make this car a bit fatter too, just to try and help with stability a little bit, because it's pretty unstable. Try and slow my brain down and do some slower drifting now. And then we might move it on to a track that suits the Group C cars and maybe do a Group C race. Have a think about it, guys. What do you think, Le Mans? There we go. When I slow my brain down a little bit more, might be alright. I think I was trying to hook in a bit quick. Oh, managed not to loop it when I hit the grass. Oh, there goes Speedy Chicken. Having a little race with Chris Redbeard. Yeah, so at the slower speeds, it's actually not too bad, is it? That speed alert. You can probably disable it, but that would get a little bit annoying after a while, wouldn't it? If you're in a race, it's pretty much going to be going off most of the time. Yeah, some better slow pace drift. Having that instant gear change gearbox really helps as well, because you can change gear mid-corner. Oh, I suck so much at drifting. But I've been having fun with it, so that's something. Well, there you go. I'm starting to string together slightly better laps now. Not quite enough. That one sort of held there alright. Definitely not an unstable drifter, is it? If I'm making this look fairly effortless, it's because it has been relatively effortless. Getting some good angles on them too. Since we're on the topic of tyres, oof, I'll leave the chat alone to hit Ryan up with all the questions on tyres. Oh, on the grass. Whoa, that's a lot faster than this car wanted to go. Who was that? Super Dragon. Okay, let's slow it down. Let's do some drift. Let's do some drift, boys. That's too fast into there. And someone's gone the dive bomb. Righto. Hit the grass on the inside that time. How's it going, some rando? We're just mucking around so far, just having a look at the update cards. This is the Sprinter that came out in the update. I'll probably move on to a faster track and we'll try it the Group C's soon. I'm just doing what you're supposed to do in this car that I guess it kind of became famous for in the big Sprinter. And that is drifting, which by the way I'm not very good at. But I'm doing my best. Did you try? I didn't actually try lowering the ride height. That's a good thought, Laura. That's a real good thought. I did not try that. In fact, I'm going to go do it now. Good suggestion. Thank you very much. The Honda drives on its own and builds hybrid. No, I'm definitely not good at teaching at drifting some random. I'm just having a crack. But if that's serious and not sarcasm, then thank you. I suspect there's probably some sarcasm in it. How did I not think of ride height? What an utter pillock. Let's crank this down to low as it'll go. I should probably change the anti-roll bars too, shouldn't I? So I reckon I want to stiffen the rear up a bit. Soften the front off. I think is what I want to do. Should I add some more camber as well? I don't want camber on the rear, I don't think. But let's go Stance Nation, bro. For 2 degrees of camber. Come on, Ryan. Tell us why that's no good. Oh, you weren't being sarcastic. All right. Oh, thank you. Here I am straight away just going, yeah, you're definitely taking the piss out of me. Two degrees, yeah, you're right, it isn't that much. Definitely not Stance Nation, bro. Well, that feels a bit nicer straight away, doesn't it? Whoop. It does help as well that I've turned the force feedback down to 2. Now that feels so much better. Thank you, Laura. How did I not think of that? Anyway, Laura to the rescue. So much more stable now. Whoop. I'll tell you something I never thought I would be doing when I started this whole YouTube thing, and that's spending the first hour of a live stream drifting. I'd have laughed at you. But it's actually kind of fun. Oh, it's just drifting through all the carnage in the world. Oh, string those 2 corners together for a little bit. That corner's a bitch to drift around. Super Dragon looked like he was doing. That's a pretty extreme angle I just got there. Is it possible the AE86 had digital gauges? My 82 Super did leather seats too. Yeah, this has got the dirty old digital tacho. Which I think most people will agree is pretty awful. But it was the 80s, man. Anything futuristic was welcome. Oh, on the grass. Damn it. Okay. I'll do one more lap and then we're going to head off to... Start thinking about it. Start commenting in the chat. What do you want to see? Do you want to see... So we're going to go to Group C cars. And I'll encourage everyone to go into an actual Group C car, not just one of the modern GR1 cars, just to try and keep it a bit more fair. We'll do a practice session, then a quick race. I'm thinking Monza. I'm thinking Le Mans. I'm thinking Spa. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay. One more lap so we can hopefully watch the replay of it and it doesn't look too bad. Anyone remember the Star Wars Dash and the 300ZX? The whole 300ZX, Jason, did not age well. Is not... They didn't forget the chime. The chime, you can hear it. When I drift, I'm all arms and legs. I don't know if that is normal for a drifter. I don't really watch drifting on TV or anything. But certainly for me, all arms and legs. That's a better entry under the straight. It's not too loud, but it is loud enough when I'm not talking over the top. St. Croix, oh yeah, that could be okay. Oh, I actually kept it off the AstroTurf for once. I'm bugging up my next turn. Right, I said this was it, didn't I? But yes, anyway. Shout out to Laura there for stating the obvious, lower your ride height and it won't roll around as much. Good idea and good thinking. Let us change the track. So the category is now going to be GR1, since there's no GRC, which there needs to be. The track is going to be, so what do we think? I can drive the 1966 Renault Gordini on dirt. I can change to a... I haven't bought the car, the only thing is I have to drop out. So I'll go and do this first, then I'll drop out, buy the car. Oh, actually, how much is it? Because if I can't afford it, I can't buy it. Simi, wish you were here for some drifting action. It's been fun for the last hour. As I say, I never thought I'd spend an hour of a live stream drifting. But there you go. Let's go to Monza. Let's do Monza. In the Group C cars. Yes. Yes. And this time we are going to... There was no racing super softs then. We can have racing softs though, I think. We're going to prohibit tuning now. And we need to turn BOP on. Change event settings. Excuse me. I'm hoping not to get more snuffled up as this stream goes on. Say my name right. It is Alexander. No worries, Alexander. Well, no, sorry, no. You're Laura. Good suggestion, Laura. I'm sticking with it. Alexander. Yes, this is the modern F1 version. Random. Still 3 spots if anyone wants to join after this. We'll do a quick practice session now, then we'll do a race. I do encourage everyone to use Group C cars. Don't go into one of the modern hybrid cars because it kind of just ruins the whole thing. Again, things like the Tomahawk and the hybrid and whatever. There's heaps of Group C cars, so let's grab a Group C car and let's try and make a Group C race. Why must I always open a lobby when I'm starting? Because it's night time, man. This will be a change of pace from drifting. Gear changes take so long in Group C cars. Super Dragon, I don't know if he did that as a troll or not, but he's dead set just gone and wiped out every braking marker on this track. Just to ensure that it's an absolute dog for people to learn. Braked a bit early there. Apologies to whoever it was that just clouted me. Whoa, grip. Please, grip. What tyres have I got on? Yeah, so, oh, no, I didn't mean to go into reverse. Your screen's still black. Well, you managed to get out on the track, Super Dragon. Oh, TG Babe frightened me. Man, the gear shifts take so long. And these things kind of grip right up until they don't. I know that sounds stupid. Pardon me, sorry for the coughing, guys. And Laura. But these things sort of at mid pace have a heap of grip. They don't have that much at slow speeds. And then they do have a bit of grip, and then they have no grip again. Well, a bit of side-by-side action straight off the bat. You love to see it. This is good. Some proper 80s vintage. There you go. Slow down to you've only got to slow down to the perfect speed, and all of a sudden they've got more grip than a big grippy thing, I guess. See if I can get a bit of a suck job past Tage. Whoa, I've given him more than a suck job. I have smashed him from behind like we just got married. Sorry about that, TJ. What's a big grippy thing? Like a really soft tyre, I suppose. Maybe even grippier than that. Oh. I think I was a bit early on the brake, so I braked at the 150 metre sign. Let's just go around in circles like that. That's alright, Adam. It's all good, dude. She's only practice. It feels great to be back in these. These things were just mental. They went like a shower of shit. They actually didn't brake too badly though. But they didn't corner, or they had really unpredictable cornering. Please grip. Brody, how's that glare going? Very well, thank you. You know I love me some glare. Right there in the middle of the screen. You know I love it. Back to drifting. Yeah, it didn't take long. Laura. The fact that you're logged into that account, Alexander, is still going to count towards my my gender dynamics on my analytics, so appreciate that. Bumping that back up to 0.01% of viewers are female. And to be honest with you blokes carrying on sometimes, this chat could probably do with a few ladies in it. Right, let's have another crack. I'm all alone this time. 150 was a bit. Brake just after the 150 metre sign. It felt spot on. Oh, get around that corner. You big heavy bastard. There's Adam out there. Sifting through the sandpit. It's going to make a castle. I was a bit early. These things mount the curbs alright though. Came here to get away from... Fair enough, Raz. Just chilling, Adam? No worries, man. You chill out there, that's cool. Make us a sandcastle so we've got something to look at each time we go around there. People do say you're quite feminine. Mate, the way you... I'm not sure if feminine is the right word for the way you sing, Brownie, or if just godlike. It's as if your voice was touched by an angel. I mean, inappropriately touched by an angel. Obviously, you've heard yourself, but still... Jeez, I'm well off the pace here, aren't I? Should be good at Monza too. You guys know how much I love Monza and how often I race here. There's a purple first sector. Hi, it's Mrs. Staniel. Katrina, welcome to the stream. Great to have some more female presence here to go along with Laura, who already saved the day in the drifting portion of the stream. Good work, Stan. See if I can find a little bit of time this lap, since I'm 4.7 seconds off the pace. Mind you, that's a better lap. But I do need to change one thing before we race. Pardon me. Because I did turn shortcut penalties off. Let's go back to strong. See how friendly everyone is here, Katrina? Or Kat, whichever one. It's good to see. Good to see you boys behaving. I mean, it's a surprise to me. Hope it's not contagious through the stream. It was always going to get worse as the night goes on. I just can't believe how long it's taken me to get over this. I've had it for 9 days now, I think. When are you going to race? I'm going to do this lap, one flying lap, and then I'm going to race. So let's call it 2.5 minutes. Oh, Super Dragon. Oh, around in the big Repsol. Oh, I nearly did the same. I've managed to pull it up somehow. Not sure why Staniel's just constantly ghosting there, but whatever. Get in there, manners. Exactly. Speedy Tires is in. Here we go, one flying lap and then it's race time. Stan made me say hi. Yes, I hear all about you guys. You're off. Well, it's not all true. Katrina, what you hear about us, it can't all be true. But thanks for popping by anyway. Certainly haven't improved my time here, have I? It's fun. We see a girl's name, we panic. Well, they do. Joke's on me, dickhead, because I am improving my time. Somehow. Oh, I see what you did there. Laura Alexander. Oh. I nearly fell right off the earth then. Right, let's go to race. Let's do it, peeps. I did not improve my time. Good morning, Terminal. Very formal of you. It's what I like to see sometimes. That was so wide. Yeah, I almost fell right out of the country. I needed a passport to get back on the track, Biasco. But I made it. Here we go, standing start. This is going to be fun. I love watching everyone try and get off these starts. I told you it was going to be fun. Thank you to Super Dragon, I think it was, for sparing me on there. Everyone has just hard blocked the inside lane. Well, there goes someone who forgot what your brakes do. This random person pushed a random pedal to slow down, and I dare suggest you got it wrong. Player Pab and Hippie fighting it out at the front. Oh, Speedy Chicken immediately with the penalty. You hate to see it, but it is chicken. So you also don't hate to see it, do you? He could probably do with a few more penalties, to be honest. You're off to work, Terminal Goat. Hit the red button and the like, GL. Thank you very much. Thank you for stopping by the stream. And thank you to everyone for joining tonight as well. Hopefully you're having a bit of a good time on what is a very casual, very unstructured live stream, isn't it? Nothing as good as a punt to get going. That's it, Mart. Brownie's totally real girlfriend came to say hi as well. Totally real, Brownie. You've got me convinced. You've got me absolutely fooled there. How could anybody doubt that name? Brownie's totally real. Shouldn't I say Brownsy? Brownsy's totally real girlfriend. But welcome. It's turning into a bit of a girlfriend stream, isn't it? Oh no! I finally put together another purple sector. And I don't know if I could have cocked that up anymore if I tried. Like, literally fell off the track, lost 100% of my momentum, and then right when I was down to 20 kilometers an hour, I do the world's slowest spin and get no traction to get going again. So that was fun. Definitely not making fun of you, Laura. You're the champion that saved drifting. That's the legitimate line through the track, Adam. I don't know what line you're taking, mate. It looked like it was cheating a little bit. My boyfriend, who's totally sitting next to me and isn't me, I'm still hooked, still totally convinced you're telling the truth, Brownie. I mean Brownsy's girlfriend. Oh, it's really hard to stream through this part of Monza. To read the stream. Wasn't a cut. Says don't call him Brownsy. Haha, I finally read the end of it. Oh, don't mount that curb though. Good grief. Turn. There we go. I knew you had it in you. Brody. I have a feeling Brownsy's actually single. Do you reckon? I have the similar feeling that the Pope's Catholic. Could be wrong. What, we got 2 laps left. What am I, 10th? Oh, jeez. Well, it was looking good at the start anyway. Brownie's totally real girlfriend, who is a girl. I'm living proof that Brownie. Hang on, I'll get back to that. The Brownie, the sex god of racing, is not a single. That cough had nothing to do with my cold either. That was my bullshit cough. Do I detect a hint of bullshit? Single as a Pringle. Studying Pornhub in the uni dorm. Well, this car is, I mean, it's good. If you like Group C cars in Gran Turismo, you'll like this. If you don't like Group C cars in Gran Turismo, you won't like this car. The reason for my summation there is because this feels very much like the other Group C cars. Thank you for clearing that up. Oh, Jesus, you are committed to the cause, Brownie. You are literally logging in and then logging out of the account. Prove that your totally real girlfriend is totally real by both posting within 5 seconds of each other. You've got 5 seconds to log out and log back in. I don't think you're enough man to do that. Oof. You're eating Pringles too. Pamela Henderson. Lol, good work. Good work. Brody, you're off. It's getting confusing. No worries, man. Thank you for joining anyway. Thanks to everyone for joining. I've managed to scare off most people watching. Okay. Oh, there's level 40. I knew I'd make it tonight. So, I'm going to have to quit the lobby to go and buy one of the other new cars. So, we've tested out the Sprinter. We've done some drifting in the Sprinter, which is, you know, I think what a lot of people would want to use it for. There you go. Top setup there, drift. And I have a sneaking suspicion the Sprinter is going to be heavily represented in that server. So, we did some drifting. We've done an old school track of Monza in an old school Group C car, which was good. It felt quite good, actually. What has gone on in the chat, Chris? Don't even worry about it. It was just not worth talking about. It scared Brody off, and I don't blame him. Anyway, I'm level 40. Yay me. Is that a thing? I'm a Sapphire driver now. That's good, I guess. So, I bet I can't afford this other car. What was it again? What did I have to get? Was it the Renault? Didn't someone say do the Renault off-road? That's what I remember. The Gordini. 80 grand. Easy, man. Easy. What did I just join? Yeah, Speedy Chicken. A bit of a fustercluck is what you just joined. LC 500 for the daily bonus. You got R33 for the daily. My daily was terrible today. I actually got it this morning, so I haven't got a daily since the new update. But anyway, we're in the Gordini. We're going to do a rally in it for something fun and something funny. Is this GRX? I didn't even look at that. Oh, man. GRX is just the worst dumping ground. It's just bad. And I really wish they'd divide it up far more sensibly. I understand there are going to have to be some cars that just get mashed together to make a category. But there's just too many in here for my liking. Needs more headlights. Agreed. Agreed, Adam. Load settings. What was it called? 1.38. But the track, what's a dirt track? Colorado Springs. Is that any good? There's windmills. And Fisherman's Ranch. This is what we did last time and everyone was frothing over it. Everyone's, yeah, bang, there it is, raised again. Fisherman's Ranch. Okay. Let's do it. You can do it without breaking a convo. Not really sure what I can bring to the party. It's not hard to swap accounts though. You're right, but did you do it in 5 seconds? RLG. Ryan Lee Graphics. I guess this all just stays as it is. Filtered by category is going to have to be GRX. Unfortunately, which doesn't have a category to filter on. So the answer is no. But if everyone wants to jump in the Gordini, again, I have to actually ask people to do it. Because I can't restrict it myself. Can prohibit tuning. I don't know if I want to prohibit tuning. Let's crank them up, boys. Let's get them pumping. And Laura. Let's get these cars flying. Adam, do you watch other YouTubers? I do. Is there anyone... This could be a loaded question. Is there anyone in particular you want to know if I watch? And is there a particular piece of content you want my thoughts and opinions on? It sounds like a loaded comment. I can't believe you can't make it a one make. I know. Mojo, I know. It's pretty disappointing. And it's something that I just have to... This is why I put it on friends only, though, so random people can't join. Only you guys from the stream can join. So that at least you can hear my instructions. Please, everyone get in the Gordini, because otherwise there's nothing else to compare to. You can grab anything from GRX, but if we're going to have a race... It's fitted with dirt tyres, that's good. Let's create the performance, guys. Let's seriously. Let's get these things hooking and booking. Oh. I've heard a little dono come through. Let's wait and see who it was so I can thank them profusely. Excuse me. It is Oz Farmer again coming through with the biscuits. You, sir, are far too kind, far too generous to me, but I really appreciate you and the support you continue to give. You should really become a channel member, dude. Knock off, instead of donating $20 each time, donate $14 and become a channel member. Get the benefits of it. You're in here often enough anyway. It's up to you. It's totally your call. But yeah, there is a new member video out. I'm not going to go over 150 kilometres an hour, am I? Let's go and find out, I suppose. Brutal from Nightbot. What happened? Did Volta try and post a link? Yeah, 5 seconds. 5 seconds is really a warning shot, I think. But you're welcome to. I can actually view the deleted message. It says Ryan suggested delivery idea for alphas, so not related to this update. Why did Nightbot ban that? Damn it, Nightbot! You need to calm down. You're getting carried away. I didn't see a link there either. Pray for Kvyat. But anyway, Ozfarmer, thank you very much again for your super generous donation. You are too good to me. I really do appreciate it, so thank you. Righto, let's see how the Gordini goes off-road. Is there something significant about drifting one of those? I need to turn traction control off for one thing. Did these things used to actually rally or something? I know why the Group C car felt so weird. Because I turned force feedback down for drifting. I didn't turn it back up. We'll go 5 for this. I think it was on 6. We'll go back to 6. That's a bit better. It's a lot heavier though. I was getting used to that on too. Yeah, absolutely. Join the Discord, Volta. This thing's pretty gutless considering I just worked it. Jesus, got some grip though. Or is that just its lack of grunt? Not sure if Gran Turismo know how dirt works, but I'm not drifting on the bitumen, therefore when I get sideways around a corner, the engine shouldn't just bog down like drifting does. It should just spin. Does have a lot of grip though. Have I got TCS back on? I do. Get out of my life, traction control. See how that's bogging down on the dirt? That shouldn't happen. It would have to have an enormous amount of grip to actually bog the engine down. You're off, Player Pab. No worries, dude. Thank you for joining the lobby. Thank you for joining the stream. I do appreciate it. These open lobby type, especially these muck around nights where there's no real guidance. I thought I was going to be doing some daily races. I did do a daily race today in the GRX. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, I'm going to release that tomorrow. Possibly overnight, possibly about 7 or 8 hours after this stream finishes, I'll release that video. But also possibly not. And since I'll probably stream the FIA tomorrow, I might hang on to it. But I really want to get it out, so we'll find out. I might release it tonight, if I can get it rendered and uploaded soon enough. Is this still the outlap? Holy shit, man. I might have to knock it down from five laps. I think I'll cut it back to 2 laps. On a round I go. That is just 100% foot flat to the floor. The engine is literally bogged down to death then. First time here. Like for 1 Aussies. 2 cockpit cam. Thanks, Jason. Thanks for jumping in. Great to have you here. A big welcome to you. I do love cockpit cam. I only don't use it because on Gran Turismo you can't lock service to cockpit cam. And there's a definite advantage in other views because you've got so much more peripheral vision. Oh, there's the pit entry. So this must be the start of the lap. Okay, with that in mind, it's a 4.5 minute out lap. Let's go and take... I'm not doing 5 laps of this. No, sir. No, sir. So what are we getting? A CR podcast I can listen to on the train? Funny you say that, Brownie. It won't be an actual podcast, but I am... it's in the concept stage at the moment, and I still have to convince Ryan to turn up. But I'm looking at possibly running a weekly 30-odd minute show, podcast. It will be visual, something people will watch, where we talk about a number of things, maybe try and get some people on. I don't know, the details are still very much in the works, but that is something that you probably would be able to watch or listen to and not have to watch as well. So watch this space, but I'm hoping to do 1 complete season of 10 episodes and then gauging people's reaction. If no one watches it, no one likes it, I can it. If people liked it, come back for season 2. But it's still in the early draft. Convince me. I have actually spoken to you about this, Ryan. I actually have. Oh, great. Thanks, Gran Turismo. That was awesome. Did I... Well, my whole PlayStation disconnected from the internet. You're not connected to the internet. That is interesting. Can I enter the lobby? It is not invite only, and you absolutely can enter the lobby. However, I run all my lobbies on friends only, just to stop randos who aren't on the stream and they don't know what's going on from joining the lobbies. Did that reconnect? Yes, it did. Okay. But you do need to send me a friend request. It's there at the top of the screen. PlayStation DRX913. If you send it, I'll accept it. I'm not here to get job interviews for people. I will just accept your friend request. Don't do one of the personal private friend requests though. They freak me out and I just always say no. It's $25. Sorry, I was farmer. It's a $25 donation, not a 20. Every time I try and guess, I get it wrong. So thank you again for the $25 dues. Coming in large. I appreciate you. Right. So this time it's going to be 2 laps, not 5. We're not going to do any practice. I'm going to wait for the lobby to fill up and then we're just going to go racing. Fisherman's Ranch. Number of laps. 2. Select conditions. Fine weather at 8:15 in the morning. Grid start. Yep. And I can't filter by category because it's GRX. I think that's all I had today. Should be able to adjust from once I'm in there. Oh, you already did? If you're already a friend, then you can just join. You just have to search by friends lobbies and jump in as long as there's a free spot. Yeah, it could be a new bug. Chris Redbeard did it to you at Suzuka. Everything disconnected. Well, actually, when I loaded up Gran Turismo for the stream, just before I started live streaming, I went into something in the game. When I exited, it went black screen and just sat there loading. And then it brought up a screen but got stuck on it. And I couldn't do anything. Oh, there you go. Time out. Let's exit the game. Close application. Doesn't matter that you got high ping, man. Half the people in here do. Half my subscribers are from Europe, so it's totally fine. Jump on in. It's completely fine. Well, we'll see how we go this time. For the final race of the night. But, yeah, I mean, it's one of those... I always do an update stream. But it's hard when, like, there's no new track. So at least if there's a new track, you can just try whatever car you want on it. But we've given sort of the primary cars a go. Obviously, the Honda Jazz doesn't do much for me. But we've had a crack in the Sprinter. We've had a crack in the Porsche. We're now trying to use the old Renault on a rally circuit of all things. And once we've done that, I think I've kind of ticked the boxes for the 1.38 update. And then we look forward to the next track, which is going to be the Goodwood Festival of Speed. I'm going to have to... Apologies again to anyone who has just joined me. I'm trying to shake the back end of a cold, and I feel okay, but I'm still a bit snotted up and have a cough. So let's try this all over again. Laura, I did not see your last two comments. Load 1.38. Track was down the bottom. Fisherman's Ranch. 2 laps. This is all fine. It's whatever. And did I have to change anything else? I don't think so. Oh, pardon me. Create room. Let's see if we can do this again. Yeah, hopefully the track in a couple of weeks, Adam. Are we loading? Yes. So, obviously, if you are joining the server, it is a one-make race. I cannot restrict it, because this is GRX. I can't even restrict the category of car. But if you could all jump in the Gordini, or whatever it's called, the Renault Gordini, I think it is. But feel free to tune away. It was an idea for you to consider doing a weekly chat show reviewing motorsport from around the world. Well, this channel originally was built, when I started this channel, myself, Ryan and Willie used to do a weekly motorsport podcast. I've hidden most of them now. But that's where this channel started, and then it branched off into sim racing, which we were doing anyway. So let's get rid of some weight. Let's crank up some power ratio. So you guys feel free to do the same. Crank the power, reduce the weight, get TCS off. We're on dirt tyres, and we're just going to go balls out crazy and hopefully have some fun. I'll go to 170 now that we've got some extra balls. 180. We'll use it. See you tomorrow. Yep, absolutely. If you're off, Mart, thank you for joining the stream. Plenty of spots free. Jump in. It's going to be the last race of the night. We're just going to have a bit of fun. It doesn't matter where you come. So there are still... I think I left a few of the old podcasts way back. We had a couple of guests on, Fraser Ross and Ricky Capo. Which you may or may not have heard of. Fraser Ross is floating around in a lot of different Australian categories, and in fact was also on that SBS show as one of the real races, up against Speedy Chicken, I think, up against the Chook. And yeah, Ricky Cap, I don't know what he's doing currently, but he was off overseas to compete in the LMP3 category. Very talented guy, really nice guy to talk to actually, so I think I left those 2 interviews up, but everything else has been removed. It's not relevant anyway. I was talking about the racing from, the end of 2017 or the start of 2018, whatever it was. Lamb Talbot. Sorry. I had the name Fraser Ross tinkering around in my head because of you, Ryan. That's okay. Connection with the server has been lost, so I'm going to chalk this up to a fruitless attempt, and actually end the live stream there because there's obviously something going on. With the continued disconnections, maybe everyone trying out Gran Turismo, I'd say they possibly are having problems there, and because obviously my internet works, I'm live streaming at 1080p, 60 frames, so it's not my internet, and you can see my actual PlayStation system is online. So I'd say Gran Turismo is having a few issues. Yeah, Sony needs a... I don't think Sony... I think Polyphony Digital needs a restart. RIP GTS, exactly, Dragon. Or Drag for Anne, if I got that right. But look, I may as well just end the stream there, I think. It's been good. It's been a bit of a different one. It's felt really weird to actually host this stream, because I guess it was very directionless. I didn't really know what I was going to be doing. Oh, hey, Mr. Mystery as well. Sorry, Twitch chat, I've completely ignored you. I had this chat up halfway through. Who else? It's the captain said, what's up? Sorry, man. And then he said, how's it going? And then he just said, okay. Yeah, my bad. Sorry, it's the captain. He would have long gone by now. But sorry, Twitch chat. I did have the chat up, and then when I went back to check something, I clicked away. So sorry, Twitch, but welcome, guys. Welcome, Mr. Mystery 3853. Thanks for coming by. Fun while it lasted, yeah. Excuse me, Kaz said you're over your quota. And hit that DC button. Yeah, exactly. Charlie Rosco, he's talking shit about my game again, I reckon. Bang. Gone. Actually wasn't. Was saying nice things. Look after the Twitches. I need to look after the Twitches. I am sorry, guys. I really do feel bad. I have totally neglected you guys. Came for the technical difficulties. Yeah. My stream is actually, like, for the most part, I have been fairly technical difficulty free lately. It's mostly been the games or the servers like this one. Kaz copy strike me. Yes, Brownsy and Mrs. Palmer and all 5 daughters. I hope you have a wonderful night. It's yours, Brownsy. You do what you want with it. You can clean it as hard and as fast as you like. It's yours. But just as this stream descends into whatever it's descending into, I do want to thank everyone that has turned up and watched, whether or not you were here for a short time or a long time. If you're watching this as a replay or not, I appreciate you coming by. Simply clicking on it and viewing my stream helps the channel out. A special thanks to those of you who were kind enough to leave a like. Obviously, likes help me out even more. So if you're still watching and you've had a good time, do consider giving it a thumbs up. Also, if you're new, think about hitting subscribe. I've got lots of content on my channel, videos coming up. I've got a daily race which hopefully will help you guys out, especially if you're struggling a little bit. I'm not saying it's a tutorial. It'll just give you a few tips, hints and tips, and show you an example race basically before you try it yourself. On the daily C race this week in the GRX, and yeah, I'm still offline. An even bigger thank you to those of you that were kind enough to donate. Obviously, we had Gundam Russ dropping a few dollary dues. Mika Bradley as well. Asked me where my racing helmet was. I'll get to that next time. Adam Morks throwing a few in, not only with the donation but also with the member becoming the new member, which I'm going to add in. You'll see it added in as it's playing out. Oh, Jesus, the chat has descended into something worse than my verbal shit here, I think. Thinking singing was your worst trait. And of course, Oz Farmer for dropping another all too kind donation. I really do thank all of you for helping me out. Make sure that you're on board with all of the social things I've got going on. I'm very active on Twitter, so if you've got Twitter or you like to keep up with what's going on, follow me on Twitter. My Discord is where everyone hangs out in between the streams. That's always growing as well. So get on over, join the Discord, check that out. And especially for the members. So remember, for the VIP members, and that includes you as well, Adam. Jump in the VIP lounge. It looks like Piosco's actually tagged you now. So the member update video is live there, and you'll be able to see the previous one as well. I have only done 2. I've only started it recently. But anyway. Thanks for the fun. No worries. No worries, guys. Thank you all very much for joining me. I don't really have too much more to give. I think I'll be back tomorrow night doing the FIA race, which should be a little bit of fun. We'll see how we go. I'll try and do some practice tomorrow. And I might even have a video up in the meantime, guys. So bear that in mind as well. And I just got a invite from VP Dragon. I'll add you as a friend right now. But yeah, look, thank you again, everyone, for watching me. I really do appreciate you sticking around, giving me that support. I can't wait to talk to you all next time. But for now, it is going to be goodbye. So thanks, guys. Speak to you soon.